What's up? Welcome back to another week and another video. If you hear little pitter patters here and there, that's because I am dog sitting my brother's dog. Let me show you. He looks kind of like our dogs, but he's a handful. So if you hear that, that's him. Anyway, for this video, I want to talk about a couple of things. It's more than a couple of things. So I want to talk about things that I have quit, and therefore I realized that I just am living a more, and that's them playing in the background. I've realized that I am living a more fulfilling life, or just like a more intentional life, since I've quit doing these things. Hold up, let me just move this outside. Like I was saying before I was really interrupted, is that I want to talk to you about a couple of things that I have quit doing in order to simplify my life, and thus it has led me to realize that I am now living a more fulfilling, intentional life. So I figured if these things have helped me, they're probably going to help someone out there, even if it is like 1 out of 10 people. The first thing that I want to get started with, and this is not going to be a surprise because I'm constantly talking about this and how much low-key, high-key I hate social media, specifically TikTok. I do not have a TikTok because I already know that it's going to consume all of my time, all of my mental stability will just be drained. I made the conscious decision to just not have one. So I've never really had one since the beginning of TikTok. I do have Instagram and YouTube. However, Instagram is just like here and there. I don't really go on there. With Instagram, I noticed that, well, this is like way back when, I noticed that I would find myself trying to imitate some of their lifestyles, and I wasn't even that person. So it made no sense for me to try to be like them. So now that I don't go on there, I don't really have any comparisons to be made. So for example, I'm not comparing myself to the influencers that have the brand new iPhone, the brand new car, the brand new, Louis Vuitton bag, etc., etc. Like, there is no need for me to want those things because I'm not seeing that on my feed. Does that make sense? So I would say if you are also trying to just tone it down a little bit, maybe start by, if you can't just completely, let go of TikTok or Instagram or whatever, then definitely minimize the time that you spend on there. And I guarantee you, even studies have shown that this will be conducive to a more stress-free environment for yourself. So if you can't quit it, then at least limit it. The next thing that I no longer do, I used to do this when I was younger, but then I kind of quickly realized that I should stop. So I've been doing this for years now, for years. And that is to stop oversharing. With social media, I know that sometimes oversharing gets views, likes, followers, subscribers, all of that. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, at what cost? When I was younger, I used to overshare with my small group of friends, which I thought were my friends. That bit me in the butt, and then I quickly realized that, either there is no such thing as real friendship, or I just never had actual friends, because the friends that I did have would always say things behind my back, would backstab me, would make up things that I never said. And so that led me to realize that because I overshared too much, it kind of made me vulnerable, and it opened the doors for everybody to just come in and see what's up. So now I do not, absolutely not, do not share any personal or super personal things with strangers. If you are like me, you've probably been in a situation where you shared a little too much with a certain someone, and then the next thing you know, everybody knows about that conversation. And you're kind of like, well, how the hell if I only told one person? That has happened to me many, many times. So I no longer overshare with people I do not trust. And if I trust you, I will definitely share some things. And if I share things with you and I don't trust you, it's probably because I had a little bit too much to drink. The next thing I stopped doing is being offended. That used to be me because I would just take everything to heart. If someone said, that they didn't my hair or my phone case or something, I would take it to heart and just be like, it's because I did something, it's because I'm a bad person and they see right through me and they're calling me out and da 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 da. So I would always get offended by people, and now I have come to realize that being offended is a choice. Let me say that again. Being offended is a choice. People can't really force you to feel a certain way. I know some people are going to be like, well, you're wrong. But think about that. We choose how we feel. If somebody says something rude to me, I get to choose how I react to that and how I feel moving forward. I cannot control what they said or the actions that follow, their words, but I can control what I do. So I no longer get offended. So if somebody says something or whatever, I'm just like, good, I don't care. So maybe if you are also trying to simplify your life like I am trying, stop getting offended and stop reacting to everything and stop giving people so much power over your life. This one, it took me a minute, but I used to be the kind of person that I needed to have my phone everywhere, because what if I just see the most magical, beautiful, aesthetic thing and I need to take a picture of it? Like, I need my phone. Just last week, or not last week, this week, Anthony and I went on a cruise and I brought the camera with the intention of filming, vlogging, recording the whole trip and then sharing it with you guys. But when I was there, I had the realization of why. This is a very intimate trip. It's a very personal just thing for our relationship that I didn't feel the need for others to see. So I didn't even pull the camera out once. I hardly even pulled out my phone. I mean, we got a couple of pictures or several pictures, and then after that I just forgot, because initially I made it a goal to get pictures because we suck at taking pictures. Couple pictures, we suck. We have 1,000 of our dogs and like one of each other for the entire year. So that was our goal, to take pictures together. But once we had that one picture that we were like, great, we love it, we like it, let's leave it. And it was so nice and so stress-free to know that I didn't need to whip out my phone and take a picture of our dinner, take a picture of our dessert, what the pool looked like, what the club looked like. It was just nice to just let go and not worry about capturing the moments to share online for people to see. There you go. Another thing to help you if you're trying to simplify your life is to not worry about capturing the perfect moment. Okay, so this one, I used to get extremely upset when people would let me down. And then I have, now that I'm older, realized that I cannot get upset with others for them not meeting my expectations when I didn't set them first. For example, with Anthony. He's my husband, for some of you that may not know. So I cannot get mad at him if he doesn't do something that I wanted him to do if I didn't vocalize that with him first. Like, I can't just get mad at him and say, well, you should have known that that's what I wanted done. Because if I didn't set the expectation for him to meet, then I can't get mad at him when he doesn't meet it. We need to vocalize things. I know a lot of females, you're probably gonna get upset with this just by the nature of being a female, but I'm calling you out. You cannot get mad at people for letting you down if you never set like firm boundaries or expectations. If you want, I don't know, the dishes to get done, and you go to work and you come home and they weren't done, and then you get mad at him because he didn't do the dishes, it's kind of like, well, did you maybe tell him that you would love for the dishes to be done before you got home? Nice little coffee break. This is like water to me. This isn't Cinderella and the Seven Dwarfs. Like, they're not gonna cook, clean, wash, whatever the heck else the Seven Dwarfs do, because we just expect things to be completed without setting expectations. If you're trying to simplify your life, start communicating your likes and dislikes and stop expecting people to read your mind. The next thing is, I stopped being ungrateful. I have so many things to be grateful for, but I had a tendency to only focus on what I didn't have. That could come in many ways of like not having love, not having a car, not having, I don't know, the newest MacBook, not having a mansion, not having whatever, many things. I stopped doing that. It's gonna be a never-ending cycle because you're always gonna want more. And so then you're never gonna be happy until that circle is closed, but you're just chasing your tail at that point. You know what I mean? You're just chasing a circle that is never gonna be closed because the cycle is not appropriate. Like, it's not a healthy cycle to be in. Focus on the things you have, and I am telling you, I guarantee you, you will start to see the world in a different light. It's almost like somebody's gonna come in and turn the light on for you, and you're gonna be like, what the hell? I've been in the dark all my life. That's how I felt. Like, I woke up and I was like, I have so many things to be grateful for. What am I doing? I don't know if this is just like something that was instilled in me, or if it's an innate feeling that we humans have, or if it's just something that we acquire as we grow up. Seeing the bad things first. I used to see someone and, you know, they were like rude or a jerk or whatever, and I used to think, wow, you're just a horrible person, like your life must be amazing. Now I try to see the good things first. So for example, if someone is being a jerk or like rude or whatever, I try to think, you know what, maybe they truly are going through something that is difficult in their life and they're lashing out on people because they don't know how to handle or deal with their emotions. I do try to see the good first, and then if people are just really a-holes and horrible human beings, there's no excuse for that. Trying to see the good in everything first has made things a lot better for me because I don't feel as upset or mad or just angry with the world. I am telling you, all of these things that I'm sharing with you, I'm sharing them because I have experienced them. I don't know if they may work for you, but there is no harm in trying things that are going to better your life. There just isn't. So if you want to try some of these things, go ahead and see if they work for you and if they simplify your life. They may not, but there is no harm with trying. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. And if you didn't enjoy it and didn't learn anything, then you probably didn't make it to the end. I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, marvelous day, night, whenever you're watching this. I will see you in the next one. Bye!